Hello everyone! As this month is about stress, I'd like to talk about things that can cause stress and how we can calm down. Stress is good for some things and bad for others. If you're overwhelmed, you can tell me either in the comments or by email, or tell a trusted friend, but don't keep it to yourself. Some people have too much. It overwhelms them and can lead to some serious health conditions. First thing, don't keep it to yourself. Don't bottle it up. Imagine that stress is gas in a fizzy bottle. Every time you're shaken, some shows. We need to get to a point where our gas has escaped and we're flat. Now, flat fizz doesn't taste fantastic, but it's not going to explode under pressure. Second thing, you're not always fine. You're not always going to be okay. But you need someone or something to unscrew the lid just a little bit to let the gas out. It could be a parent, a pet, or a god. But don't keep it in. If you're on the other end of this, check to see if you're a good listener. Don't hesitate to ask and really listen. Have a mental checklist and ask, do you think I'm a good listener? Do I interrupt you when you're talking? Do I allow you to spill your feelings without criticizing, raising an eyebrow, or gasping? Do I allow you to fidget if you need to due to your stress, to gesture? Whatever you need to help you relieve this stress. To the person on the other side of this, if someone is going through a lot of stress for any reason, they might act out what happened and you need to listen to them. If you cannot handle the stress that they are bringing, don't abandon them. Try this little trick that I use, which is to go and do something while they're talking so that you're within earshot. That way, if you've also become affected, maybe the person won't see and you can do something nice like make a cup of tea while also having the person spill their feelings, but they won't feel ignored. If that doesn't work, however, then you need to find someone else. You cannot abandon them. You have to find someone else who will be able to listen, but until then, do what you can to be a supportive friend and don't let the person feel like you don't care. Never shut down the person by using expressions like, oh, you're being dramatic. You don't need to act it out. Or, my favourite, you don't need to get stressed. What's the point in getting stressed? Getting stressed never helps anybody. Just calm down. Because this is PTSD. It's one of the few things I like about little kids. When they're stressed, there is no holding back. They tell you. They express themselves. They show all their facial expressions and they tell you exactly how they feel. Even if the thing that they're telling you might hurt your feelings, they will tell you straight up. They act out the whole thing. If someone pushes another person over, it would probably go something like this. Miss, Johnny pushed her over. Probably with all the expressions and pointing and demonstrations. No, I'm not saying everyone should be a snitch, but if you have problems, then you need to talk about them. Be a snitch for your own problems, but maybe not anybody else's. But my point is that kids are very expressive and you'll always know what they need because they'll tell you. They'll gesture or express themselves. And the quiet kids or the autistic people who found it difficult to do that, like me, used to just say, Miss, there's a problem. The teacher would ask me what's wrong, not that they cared much, and I would say, I can't explain, follow me. I also felt the need to explain that I didn't do the thing, although no one ever believed me except maybe the child who I was trying to help. But, long story short, don't hold in your feelings. If they are about to bother you, then you need to let them out like that bottle of fizz that we mentioned earlier. It may not be as bad as a soldier on the battlefield, but it doesn't have to be. Remember my cat and how long it took for him. To the person on the listening end of this, hug that person, kiss that person, put your arm around that person and tell them everything will be okay. Even if you have to find someone else to help them. Doesn't matter if it's male or female. If they're in shock, get them a cup of sweet sugary tea. We can all do something for the person. The expression of, if you ever need me, or if I can ever do anything for you. No. Initiate, because that person is not going to want to presume on your kindness. I had a friend that I said that to, and because people tend to say it out of politeness, they were very surprised when I phoned up to see how they were. Maybe it's just my autism, but I never understand that. If you say to someone that you'll be there for them through their hard time and that person needs you, then be prepared to help them. Yes, it might be tiring. Yes, it might be inconvenient. But so was the thing that may have traumatized them in the first place. And I'm sure that whatever is inconvenient for you is not as inconvenient as what they're going through. Think about animals, especially dogs. When they see that we are sad, they might want to itch themselves. They might even want to have their dinner, but they'll deal with us first and comfort us first, and then they'll run and get themselves food or drink or itch that spot they've been trying to get for days. We're supposed to be the most intelligent species. Also, another thing to consider, if you keep talking to a person about their problems and they keep saying the same thing over and over again, that's trauma. Just listen unless you can help. I have a few friends who are like that for me. Don't just say the easy thing of, oh, that's really sad. Find out what they need and do what you can, because mental health is under attack. So if we can help our friends, we might just pull them back off the edge without even realising. If you're still here, then you're handsome and you're beautiful, and you? Well, I'm speechless. I'll let you know next time I see you. Over to the pets. Hello all, this is Sylvie. If you liked what you saw, then subscribe for more. Hey everyone, my name's Bonjo. If you enjoyed yourself, then give it a thumbs up and share it with all your friends. Hi everybody, I'm Jack, and if you had fun, then comment down below and let my mum know how you manage stress.